So they will take back over control of the serve. Score is 21-15 on the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard. And the serve comes across to the Red Devils, who set it up. Dug out by the Phillies and set up and returned to the Red Devils. The Red Devils touched it, couldn't control it. Couldn't control it. Red Devils touched it, couldn't control it. The point goes to the Phillies. They're back to serve again. Here it comes. Perfect little blooper over the net. Fell right into the sweet spot on the Phillies side of the court. And point Lady Red Devils. So we have Annie Guild back to serve. Controlled by the Lady Phillies, who put it over the net back to our Lady Red Devils. Back to the Phillies. Back to the Red Devils. Kept alive by Annie Guild. Kill attempt blocked. And it went wide, out of bounds. Point to the Lady Phillies. Now, on the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard, we have 23-16 in favor of the Lady Phillies. Timeout has been called by Coach Terrell Lawler, so we're going to take a timeout also. You are listening to a Big O Tires of Evanston presentation of 4A West Regional Volleyball action live from Riverton High School.
When we say Chad's can fix it, we mean Chad's can fix it. When your vehicle needs to be repaired or serviced, Chad's Automotive is the best place to take it. With over 20 years in the business, Chad has the experience you want your mechanic to have. At Chad's Automotive, repairs are done right the first time. Don't trust your vehicle to just anyone. Stop on by Chad's Automotive in Evanston. They can fix it. Call today for an appointment at 307-789-8263. That's Chad's Automotive, 789-8263.
And back to the court, coming out of a timeout. Natrona County High School Lady Phillies in charge, 23-16 in front of the Evanston Lady Red Devils. Regional tournament action. And point goes to the Phillies. That sets up a set point for the Phillies, 24-16 now on the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard. Phillies are back to serve. Set point. Good control of the ball on both sides of the court. Dug it out, trying to keep it alive. And one too many touches. Point goes to the Red Devils. That is 24-17 on the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard. The Phillies are at set point as the Lady Red Devils go back to serve. This is Hunter Jakowski DeFries with the serve. Dug out by the Lady Phillies. Set up and returned to the Red Devils, who control the ball. Put it back to the Phillies side, who are chasing the ball. One more chance to get it across. And point goes to the Red Devils. Phillies just couldn't chase the ball down when it got to them. 24-18 now on the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard. Red Devils serving the Phillies. Phillies are at set point. Blocked. A nice little block there on that blooper. Puts it back to the Red Devils, who smash it into a block by the Phillies. It drops on the Phillies side of the net. And that brings our score to 24-19 in favor of the Lady Phillies on the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard. Another timeout, so we're going to do it too. You're listening to a Big O Tires of Evanston presentation of the 4A West Regional Volleyball action online at k-9radio.com.
It doesn't matter how large or small your business is. When considering copiers, fax machines, scanners, and other office equipment, call Mountain West Business Solutions first. George Wynn, CEO at Evanston Regional Hospital, had this to say.
With Mountain West Business Solutions, the copiers that we have now, they're very reliable machines. They've done a great job for us, and the rare times when they do have a malfunction, Randy and his people are in here quickly, and they come and service the machines very efficiently. We're very grateful to have Randy Barker and Mountain West West Business Solutions as our business partners.
Call Mountain West Business Solutions, a local company with a toll-free number, 866-583-9925.
And back courtside, 4A action, match point, or set point, excuse me, for the Phillies. And after a volley back and forth 2 or 3 times, the Phillies do pick up the point and win the first set 25-19 on the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard. So set number 1 goes to the Phillies. You're listening to a Big O Tires presentation of 4A West Regional Volleyball Tournament action on K9Radio.com.
Last-minute summer projects? Trying to get everything you need before winter is here? Stop into Ogden's Flooring and Design of Evanston today and see what they have in stock. Everything you need from hardwood, tile, and laminate to countertops, cabinets, and carpet. Right now, carpet roll ends in stock, must sell. Get in there today for the best deals on all those last-minute projects. Ogden's Flooring and Design of Evanston, located at 243 7th Street.
This time of year, the weather can change from minute to minute. The team at Plains Pipeline encourages you to focus on safe driving. Slow down. Look for children who may be walking to or from school. Make sure you have supplies in your car, like a blanket, water, and emergency food, in case of road closures or unexpected storms. Plains Pipeline LP of Evanston also reminds you to always call 811 at least 2 business days before you dig. It's the law. Plus, it could save your life.
And we come back live courtside here in Riverton High School Gym in Riverton, Wyoming, as the Lady Phillies pick up the first set by a score of 25-17 on the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard. We're going into our second set of this, the third match of the day. Natrona beat out Green River in the first match of the day, and the Lady Red Devils beat out Rock Springs in the second match of the day. That set up this match, our third match. And in this second set of the third match, it looks like Natrona is getting ready to put out the first serve. The referees are checking the lineups and verifying that everybody's in the right position. And our second set is getting underway. The first serve brought to you by Escalante's Boutique. Get noticed at Escalante's Boutique. Beautiful block. Excellent defense by the Phillies, and the first score goes to the Phillies in this second set of this match. Phillies are on fire up on the net. Have been most of the day, but they are really putting it to the Lady Red Devils on some of these volleys they've got going back and forth. They're just matching a lot of what the Red Devils are doing at the net and putting up some tremendous blocks. There's another point for the Phillies, who serve and goes back to the Red Devils. The Red Devils set it up, put it back to the Phillies, who get it back to the Red Devils. But it is long. It goes out of bounds, and the point goes to the Red Devils. So on the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard, it is the Phillies 2, the Red Devils 1. Here in the second set. This our third match. Another point for the Red Devils as that goes wide and out of bounds. Score is now 2-2 on the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard. It is the Red Devils serving the Phillies, who control the ball. One more hit, and they get it back over the net to the Red Devils. Back to the Phillies, who set it up. Dug out by the Red Devils, kept alive, back over the net to the Phillies. A beautiful setup, able to get it back to the Red Devils, who keep it alive, try for the kill. It's blocked by the Phillies, and point goes to the Phillies. So will the serve. Have Jenna Milliken back serving for the Natrona County High School Phillies. And the kill by number 37, that's Emily Robertson. She put that kill over the net, went right down to the floor on the Red Devil side point. for the Phillies. 4-2 now. The Phillies lead in this second set on the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard. And the serve goes over to Evanston, who put the ball back in the Natrona court. And couldn't control it. A point goes to the Natrona Phillies. 5-2 now on the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard. Winner of this game is going to go on for play tomorrow at noon against the number 2 seed Riverton team in this tournament. The winner of this game will also be guaranteed a place in the state tournament coming up next week. Point Phillies, 6-2 on the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard. The Phillies are leading the Red Devils. The loser of this game will go on to play the winner of the Green River Rock Springs game, which will take place at 6:30 tonight after this one. Now, the refs say that the Phillies carried the ball on that one, gave a point over to the Red Devils. So Red Devils control the serve. 3 serving 6. Keep it alive, set it up, and return it. And the Red Devils couldn't quite control the ball when it got back to their court, and it falls out of bounds for a point to the Phillies. Scoreboard now shows, well, they haven't put the point up yet. There it goes, 7-3 now for the Phillies on the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard. There goes our serve. Controlled and put back for a score for the Red Devils. Point Red Devils. Ashley Thornock on the kill. Back to serve will be Kim Derrick for the Red Devils when they get the ball back in action. Phillies leading in the second set, 7-3 on the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard. Phillies put it back over to the Red Devils, who save it, set it up. We have a double net violation. A double net violation on both teams, so no score on that one. We'll go back, and Kim is going to serve once again. Red Devils working the ball, put it down for a kill. Point Red Devils, 7-5 now the score in favor of the Phillies on the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard. Kim goes back to serve once again. Kim Derrick for the Lady Red Devils. Set up and returned by Ashley Thornock, controlled by the Phillies. But when they tried to put the kill down on the other side of the net, it went out of bounds. That is point Red Devils. So Kim Derrick still back serving for the Lady Red Devils. Serve is away, controlled by the Phillies. And hit into the net. Point Red Devils. That ties up this set. The second set of this match is tied at 7 points each on the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard. Red Devils serve, returned to the Red Devils by the Phillies, put back over to the Phillies by the Red Devils. And it finally falls out of bounds. The point will go to the Lady Red Devils. On the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard, it is the Evanston High Lady Red Devils 8, the Natrona County Phillies 7. They've taken a timeout, so we're going to take one too. You're listening to a Big O Tires of Evanston presentation of 4A East-West Regional Volleyball action online at k-9radio.com.
Long lines and slow traffic. Gas prices on the rise? Save yourself a trip to the big city by stopping first at Cowboy Motor Company. You no longer have to get out of Dodge to find the best deals on vehicles. Cowboy Motor Company has them in stock. Expanding inventory and plenty of money available for lending, you can now get into Dodge at Cowboy Motor Company. Strength, honesty, and integrity. The Cowboy way. Cowboy Motor Company, 100 Wasatch Road in Evanston.
And we're back courtside, Riverton High School Gymnasium for a West Regional Tournament volleyball action. It is the Evanston Red Devils against the Natrona County Phillies. And on the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard, the Red Devils are up right now by a score of 9-7 with that kill. 9-7 in favor of the Red Devils. But this is the second set, and the Phillies won the first set. So Phillies up one set. Red Devils controlling the second set at this point, 9-7. Excellent net play by the Phillies. Dropped the ball right back in and to the ground for a point for the Natrona County Phillies. They will be serving. That's Lindsay Casados with the serve. Controlled and put back over the net to the Phillies by the Red Devils. Set up a kill. Partially blocked and a net violation. Net violation, point goes to the Phillies. So that will tie the score back up at 9 apiece. The Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard. And the second serve from the Phillies going to the Lady Red Devils. Can't control it. Goes out of bounds. Point Phillies, who now lead this second set 10-9 on the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard. Serve controlled by the Red Devils. Put back over past the block of the Phillies. Back to the Red Devils. Setting it up. Net violation by the Phillies. That is going to put a point on the Red Devils side. The Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard has this set tied at 10 apiece. Ashley Thornock with the serve. And the kill goes down. Couldn't be controlled by the Lady Red Devils. Goes flying off the back end of the court, and point goes on the scoreboard for the Lady Phillies. They take control of the serve again. And that is Sierra Barch back with the serve. Controlled by the Red Devils. Put back to the Phillies, who set it up. An excellent block from the Red Devils. And they tried it again, but it goes out of bounds. The kill attempt is long, and that is a point for the Lady Red Devils. Tied again, 11-11 on the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard. Red Devils serve to the Phillies, who hammered down a kill. Touched by a Red Devil before it went out of bounds, and point goes up on the scoreboard for the Phillies. That puts Lexi Switzer back with the serve, who's serving to the Red Devils. This is the second set of the third match of the 4A West Regional Tournament. That point goes to the Phillies. We're showing the Phillies leading 13-11 on the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard. And Lexi goes back once again to serve for the Phillies. Controlled by the Red Devils. Set up. And blocked. The kill attempt blocked by the Natrona. They blocked it back. It was touched by the Red Devils. Hit the ground, and a score goes up on the board for the Phillies. 14-11 now on the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard. Lexi back to waiting for some personnel changes going on. Making sure everything goes like it should. Little confusion there, but Lexi is ready to serve now, and it looks like the lineup's proper on the floor. Lexi Switzer serving for the Phillies. And the block by the Phillies puts it back in the Evanston court and puts another point up on the scoreboard for the Lady Phillies from Natrona County High. Lexi serve once again. Kept alive by the Red Devils. Set up. Blocked by the Phillies. Put back to the Red Devils, who tap it over the net, but not before the Phillies create a lane violation, and the point goes to the Red Devils. So right now on the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard, the Phillies are leading 15-12 in this second set of this match, and the Red Devils just regained the control of the serve, serving to Natrona County, who gets it back to the Red Devils, back to the Phillies, setting it up, And it goes long. Point, Red Devils. This is the second set of this match. Natrona won the first set. You went to physical scoreboard shows 15-13 on the scoreboard right now. The Phillies are leading this second set by 2 points as they return it to the Red Devils on this volley. Set up a kill, but the kill was blocked back into the Red Devils' court. Hits the floor, and a point goes up on the board for the Phillies. 16-13 now. The Phillies lead on the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard. Serve from the Phillies to the Red Devils, who set it up. Try for just a tap over the net. Immediately pushed back into Red Devil side of the court. Hits the floor, and a point goes up for the Red Devils, or for the Phillies, rather. It's now 17-13 on the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard. You're listening to a Big O Tires of Evanston presentation of 4A West Regional Volleyball action live from the high school here in Riverton, Wyoming. We'll be back after this.
Throughout our lives, there are times we may need skilled rehabilitation and nursing care or home health and hospice care. Rocky Mountain Care has been providing these services since 1990. Our skilled staff and specialized programs will meet your loved one's needs. Our staff is dedicated to a high-quality outcome for each of our patients and residents. When you or someone you love needs these professional services, think of Rocky Mountain Care. Simply the best care. www.rmcare.com.
And back from the timeout. Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard has the Natrona County High School Lady Phillies leading our Evanston Lady Red Devils 17-13. The Phillies have the serve. Number 24, Sarah Jones, back to serve for the Phillies. Getting play underway in this second set. Continuing on with our match from Riverton High School. Set up and killed by the Phillies. That's a kill point. Goes to number 3, Lauren Talbert. Killed that for the Phillies. 18-13 on the physical therapy scoreboard. Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard. Sarah Jones waiting for... Now here it comes. Here comes the serve. It is long, and point goes to the Lady Red Devils. They will take over the serve. Allie Barker back to serve for the Red Devils. Controlled by the Phillies. Setting a little razzle-dazzle, and one of the Red Devils touched it, bounced in the air, dropped in the court, and the point goes on the scoreboard for the Phillies. Now 19-14, the Phillies in the lead on the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard. Jenna Milliken, the server. Red Devils control it. Put it back over the net to the Phillies, who set it up and kill it. Yeah, Emily Robertson able to pound that into the block for the Red Devils. Dropped on the Red Devils side of the net, and point goes on the board for the Phillies. 20-14, they lead now on the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard. Serve is returned to the Phillies. Setting up a kill. Controlled by the Lady Red Devils, who put it back to the Phillies, and they drop it and score the point. 15 now. 15 points on the scoreboard for the Red Devils. They are behind by 5 points. It's 20-15 on the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard. Red Devils serve to the Phillies, who set up a kill. Can't be controlled by the Red Devils, and the score is now 21-15 in favor of the Phillies. Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard. We're in the second set of the third match of the West Regional Tournament. It is the Natrona County Phillies going against the Evanston Lady Red Devils, who both won their match earlier in the day. The winner of this game is going to go on to the state tournament, but not before they play tomorrow at noon to find out what seed they will be in as they go into the state tournament next week. So this is a big game for both of these teams. The loser of this match will go on to play the winner of the Green River Rock Springs game, which will be played at 6:30 tonight. They both lost earlier in the day. Point goes to the Red Devils. Here comes the serve. controlled by the Phillies and returned to the Red Devils, who set it up. And are able to get it down for the point. So on our Uinta County Physical Therapy scoreboard, we have the Phillies 21, the Red Devils 17. The Red Devils are serving. 17 serving 21. Phillies get it back over to the Lady Red Devils, who set up a play. Able to control it. The Phillies are. They set up a kill shot, and it goes to the floor. Point goes on the board for the Phillies, 22-17 on the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard. And the serve goes back to the Phillies. Lindsay Casados is the server. Red Devils trying to control it. Now they get it back across the net to the Phillies, who set up a play, and play gets busted, but they get it back over the net to the Red Devils. Red Devils are able to knock it off a Philly player and pick up a point. Okay. Lindsay Casados with the serve for the Phillies. Returned by the Red Devils. Back to the Red Devils, and point goes to Natrona County Phillies. That makes set point in the second set of this match. The Phillies took the first set by a score of 25-17, and now on the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard we have 24-17. This is set point in set number 2 of this match for the Phillies, who have the serve. Returned by the Red Devils, controlled by the Phillies, who set up a play. And they kill it for the set point. 25-17 is the final in this second set action. At least one more set to go. Hopefully the Red Devils, Lady Red Devils, can put some stuff together and come back a little bit stronger in this third, fourth, and fifth set. I want these Red Devils to win this and advance to the state tournament and to play tomorrow. Well, that's the end of our second set. Natrona in control of this match. They've won both the first and the second set. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back with set number 3 coming up in just moments. You're listening to a Big O Tires of Evanston presentation of 4A West Regional Volleyball Tournament action, coming to you live from the Riverton High School in Riverton, Wyoming on K-9radio.com.
This is Matthew Rex, owner of T-Bar S Body Shop and Technoglass of Evanston. We do free estimates on all makes and models of vehicles. We even do estimates on semis and motorhomes. We can do some work on motorcycles as well. Part of that estimating process will take care of all your insurance, filing claim, take all the pain out of that process for you. Estimating process takes about 10 minutes, so it's very quick and easy. You don't need to take a whole lot of time out of your day to get them done. We guarantee all of our work. When we're working on your vehicle, we treat it just like we're working on our own vehicle, so you know that it's very well taken care of. You'll be happy you came to us.
Let T-Bar fix your car. T-Bar S Body Shop, Evanston, Wyoming.
For over 100 years, Union Telephone has been providing phone service to small communities, places the big guys simply ignored. We were helping our neighbors stay connected to the rest of the country. Times have changed and technology has evolved. Union has been there the entire way. Today, we still keep people connected in more ways and places than ever before. Union Wireless, treating you like a neighbor, not a number.
With Wells Fargo Mobile Deposit, you can deposit a check virtually anytime, anywhere.
You can do it in a coffee shop without spilling a drop. Done.
You can do it while listening to music without missing a beat. Done.
Deposit checks quickly and securely using your smartphone.
You can even do it while you're reading a radio commercial. Done.
On your phone, online, on the go. Wells Fargo makes it easy to get banking done. Wells Fargo. Together we'll go far. Availability may be affected by your mobile device and carrier. Wells Fargo Bank N.A., member FDIC.
Well, they didn't waste any time getting back to action in this third set. We begin the third set. Our beginning serve brought to you by Escalante's Boutique, where you can get noticed even though we didn't see that first serve. Both teams are coming out in this third set with some tremendous volleying going on this very first serve. And the point goes to the Lady Red Devils as we start this third set. Natrona County picked off the other two sets. Here's our third set from the 4A West Regional Volleyball Tournament here in Riverton, Wyoming this afternoon. Streaming live on K-9radio.com. I'm Val Cook. Boy, this volleyball action moves quickly, doesn't it? That is a point for the Phillies. So it's a tie ball game, one apiece. On the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard, the Phillies are serving to the Red Devils. Red Devils control it, set up a kill shot. Point for Red Devils. Red Devils are the visitors in this match due to the fact that they are a lower seed in this tournament than the Natrona County Phillies are. Here comes the serve. Haley O'Neill serves to the Phillies, who go for the kill, drops in bounds, and point goes to the Phillies. Tied up at 2 apiece on the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard in this third set of this match. Phillies serving the Red Devils. Red Devils return it to the Phillies side. Controlled by the Red Devils, and now back to the Phillies, who control it, set it up, go for a kill. Saved by the Red Devils, who set it up themselves and go back for a kill shot, and it drops in for a point for the Red Devils. Lady Red Devils now leading set number 3, 3-2 on the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard, and they regain control of the serve. That is Kim Derrick back there to serve for the Red Devils. Controlled by the Phillies, set up and blocked by the Red Devils, back into the Phillies side of the court. Another point goes on the scoreboard for the Red Devils. Now 4-3 in favor of the Red Devils on the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard. Kim serves again. Dug out by the Phillies and set up, blocked by the Red Devils, but it falls on their side. They control it and get it back to the Phillies. Phillies set up another play, blocked again by the Red Devils, and it drops on the Phillies side, and it makes it a Red Devils point. So now it is 5-2 for the Evanston Lady Red Devils on the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard. Kim goes back to serve for the third time in a row. Phillies work to control it, and they get it back across the net to the Lady Red Devils, who set up a play, go for a kill, but it's blocked and saved by the Phillies, who set up their own play that gets foiled, and now it's back to the Red Devils, who set up the play. They lob it over, but it's controlled by the Phillies. It's dug out, returned to the Red Devils, who set up a play, blocked by the Phillies, dug out by the Red Devils. Now it's on the Phillies side of the court. Great volley going on here in this third set. And when it all comes down to it, the Phillies couldn't control it. It hits the floor, and another point goes up on the scoreboard for the Evanston Lady Red Devils. It's 6-2, the Physical Therapy scoreboard. Kim back for fourth serve in a row. Controlled by the Phillies. Put back to the Red Devils, who work to set up a play. The Phillies tried to block it at the net. It didn't happen. And another score goes on the scoreboard for the Red Devils. It is now 7-2, the Red Devils' favor on the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard as we go into a timeout in set 3 of this third match of the 4A West Regional Volleyball Tournament. We're going to take another break, and we'll be back when the ladies come back right after this.
Precious time cannot be recovered once lost, said the famous Jack Sparrow. Don't lose time driving extra miles when the dental services you need are available right here in Evanston. Do you need a root canal? Do you need your wisdom teeth pulled? Are you missing teeth and want a full and perfect smile? Do you need braces? All of these services are available from our specialists right here in Evanston. This is oral surgeon A.J. Stosich, inviting you to join me and my associates. Call today to schedule an appointment at 307-789-5608. That's 307-789-5608. Save your precious time.
Back to action as we just barely get in and see the kill made by the Lady Red Devils. It is the third set of this match. The Natrona County Phillies, they control it. They won the first two sets of this match, but in this third set, the Lady Red Devils are in very good control with an 8-2 lead on the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard. They work for another kill and get it. Lady Red Devils on a roll. Now 10-2. And the serve goes out of bounds. It's actually a little bit wide, falls out of bounds, and the point goes on the scoreboard for the Phillies, who will regain control of the serve. And back to serve for the Phillies is Lauren Talbert, controlled by the Red Devils. Dug out by the Phillies and returned to the Red Devils. And the kill put down by the Lady Red Devils. That changes the score to 10-3 on the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard. Ashley Thornock with the serve. Red Devils serving the Phillies, who set up a play, return it to the Red Devils, who in their own turn set up a play, try for the kill, but it's controlled by the Phillies, who put it back to the Red Devils, but it goes out of bounds, goes wide out of bounds, and that puts another point on the scoreboard for the Red Devils. So Ashley Thornock will serve again. 11-3 on the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard. Red Devils in control of this one. Ashley's serve goes out of bounds, and now it's 11-4 on the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard. Lady Phillies take control of the serve, and they're chasing down the ball now. Looks like Lindsay Casados will be serving. The official is out on the floor on the Red Devils side, checking on the lineups and the rotation, making sure everything's okay. Now they signal for the serve. Phillies serving the Red Devils, who put down a play. And it can't be controlled by the Phillies, so that puts another score on the Red Devils side. 12-4 on the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard in favor of the Red Devils. Red Devils serving. This will be Annie Guild is serving. Controlled by the Phillies and put back across the net. Touched by Sarah Frakes. And then it goes out of bounds, and the point goes on the board for the Phillies. It's 12-5 on the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard, and back to serve for the Phillies is Sarah Barch. She serves to the Red Devils. Setting up a play, blocked by the Phillies, and a net violation. And the point goes up for the Phillies. Sarah will go back, or Sierra Barch is back to serve for the Phillies. Red Devils set up a play, get it back to the Phillies, who control it, get it back to the Red Devils. Back to the Phillies. And the Phillies are given the score. It bounced off the backboard in the gymnasium, came back, kind of kept alive, but they said that the Phillies got that score. So now it's 12-7 on the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard. The Lady Red Devils are still in charge of this third set as far as the score goes. Another nice volley being worked by both teams. It's able to move quick enough to be wherever the ball ends up landing. And finally put down is kept in onto the Philly side of the court, lands on the ground, and a score goes up for the Red Devils. Lady Red Devils pick up the score, and Hunter Jakowski DeFries goes back to serve for the Red Devils. Red Devils serving the Phillies 13-7 on the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard in favor of the Red Devils. Break in action here. Oh, I see what it is. One of the Lady Phillies, the shoe came untied, and they're giving her a chance to sit down and tie her shoe so they can get back underway. Okay, now Hunter's back with the serve. And here it comes. 12-13, serving 7. And 13, dropping it back in for a 14. Another point for the Lady Red Devils. 14-7 on the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard. Hunter's serve comes across once again. Dug out by the Phillies. Set up and return to the Red Devils, who control it and drop it back across the net for the Phillies. Back to the Red Devils. Set up a play. Blocked by the Phillies. Back to the Red Devils, who set up another play. Blocked again. And that point is going to go to the Phillies. It must have been a net violation or something like that. The Red Devils were working on setting up another play when the whistles were blown and the point put up for the Lady Phillies. Well, the serve is controlled and put back across the fence, and it lands on the ground, and now we have another score on the scoreboard for the Red Devils. So now it's 15-8 on the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard. The Lady Red Devils are in control of set number 3 as they serve to the Phillies. Serve coming from Allie Barker, and it is a good serve. It drops right down and puts another point on the scoreboard, 16-8 in favor of the Red Devils. Phillies put it back across the net. Red Devils control, set up a play. Tried to block it by the Phillies, but they were still able to control it and give it back to the Red Devils, who set up a play, and it knocks right back to the Phillies, and it looks like the Phillies have called a timeout. The Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard has the Red Devils up 17-8 in this third set of this match. You're watching a Big O Tires of Evanston presentation of 4A West Regional Volleyball action on K-9radio.com.
When choosing a physical therapist, you want to choose the best.
You need to know that you have a choice. You can go where you want to spend your health care dollar and where you will get the best services.
Mark Brinkerhoff with Uinta Physical Therapy has been working with patients for over 25 years in his office and through home health programs.
We'll have, especially those that have come back from total hip or knee and shoulder surgeries or any orthopedic, neurologic, or even general aging populations.
Call Uinta Physical Therapy today, 307-783-8068. That's 783-8068.
Getting back to action quickly as Allie Barker went back with the serve. It was returned by the Phillies, dropped to the floor, and point goes up on the scoreboard for the Natrona County High School Phillies. They control the serve. They serve to the Red Devils. Red Devils set up a play, knocked back by a block into the Red Devils, and it looks like a violation of some kind, carrying the ball maybe, but another point for the Lady Phillies, who take the ball back for another serve. 10 is serving 17. Lady Red Devils are out in front on the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard, working to set up plays. Ball goes back and forth across the net. Excellent volley going on between the two teams before the Phillies lose control of it. And that puts a point up for the Lady Red Devils, 18-10 on the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard. That gives control of the serve back to the Red Devils. Haley O'Neill back to serve for the Red Devils. Referee gives the indication to send the serve on its way. Set up a play. It is blocked out of bounds by the Red Devils. The score goes up on the scoreboard for the Phillies. 18-11. Red Devils lead on the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard. This is set number 3. The Phillies won the first 2 sets of this match. And that was one that just went into the net and dropped in for yet another score for the Lady Phillies. Another timeout called. We have the Red Devils 18, the Phillies 12 on the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard. You're listening to a Big O Tires presentation of 4A West Regional Volleyball action live from Riverton, Wyoming and the Riverton High School on K-9radio.com.
The Weight of the Nation is a 4-part documentary series focusing on families and individuals struggling with obesity. This educational series will be held at the UNFOC's #1 Education Center. Part 1 will run on October 9th, Consequences. Part 2 on October 23rd, Choices. Part 3 on November 6th, Children in Crisis. And Part 4 on November 20th, Challenges. Come and learn what you can do to combat this national crisis in our community. Register.
Back to action here at set number 3 as the Lady Phillies just score another point. It is now 18-13 in favor of the Lady Red Devils in this third set. Red Devils control the serve and put it back over the net to the Phillies, who immediately return it to the Red Devils, and they set up a play. It goes into the net and puts another point on the scoreboard for the Lady Phillies. 18-14 now. The Phillies trailing by 4 on the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard. Phillies serving the Red Devils. And the Red Devils had trouble. It went into the net. They weren't in position to pick it up. And another point goes on the scoreboard for the Phillies, who are making a run here. Had them down by 8 points at one point, but now they're back within 3. It's 18-15 on the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard as the Red Devils pick up a point there. Drops to the floor. Couldn't be dug out by the Phillies. 19-15 now. The scoreboard in favor of the Red Devils, who served to the Phillies. Oh, Philly set up a beautiful one and just pounded it down. Not even touched by the Red Devils. That was a true kill. And another point on the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard for the Lady Phillies. 19-16 is the score. Red Devils still leading, but the Phillies closing in. And there's a point for the Red Devils. Now 20-16 on the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard. You know, when they go into timeouts around here, they actually get a full minute for a timeout, but if both teams jump back on the court in, say, 15 seconds, then they put this ball right back in play as quick as they can and keep the action going. Volleyball is a fast-moving game. That's all there is to it. There's another point scored by the Red Devils. 21-16 now on the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard. Set number 3. Natrona leads 2-0, but the Red Devils are leading the scoreboard in this third set. Now, block attempt by Sarah Frakes, but couldn't control it. There's a point for the Lady Phillies. 21-17 now. Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard. Set number 3. Match number 3 of this regional tournament here in Riverton, Wyoming. Evanston Lady Red Devils on the court and leading the Natrona County Phillies. But that point just went to the Phillies. Now the scoreboard reads 21-18 in favor of the Lady Red Devils. Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard. And the Phillies are back to serve. Served by Lindsay Casados. The return goes back over the net for the Phillies, who set up a play. Dug out by the Lady Red Devils. Put back to the Phillies. It drops to the floor. Score, Red Devils. Red Devils leading 22-18 now in this third set. You win the physical therapy scoreboard. And they serve to the Phillies, who dig out the serve and try and set up a play. A little blooper over the net, back to the Red Devils. Back to the Phillies. And it's inbound, barely inbound. So that's going to be a point for the Phillies. Phillies pick up that point, 22-19. Red Devils still leading on the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard. The Phillies are serving to the Red Devils. Blocked by the Phillies. It goes down to the floor on the Red Devils side of the court. And point goes to the Phillies, who are back once again to serve. Number 18, Bailey McCoy, back to serve for the Phillies. Controlled by the Red Devils, put back into the Phillies side of the court, but it went long. So that point goes to the Phillies on the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard. It is Red Devils 22, Phillies 21. Set number 3. We'll be back in just a moment. You know what? I'm going to keep it right here. I am going to keep it right here. You're watching match number 3 of the 4A West Regional Volleyball Tournament in Riverton, Wyoming at Riverton High School. We're streaming to you live on K-9radio.com. We're going to bring you every game of this tournament. Winner of this game will advance to the state tournament, but first they have to play tomorrow to see what seed they will take in state. State tournament takes place next week in Casper. The loser of this game will have another match tonight at 8:30 to see if they can advance to the Saturday play and the state tournament next week. So a lot on the line for both of these teams in this matchup. Another nice volley going on between these two teams. They both have some incredible net play going on. Their blocks and the plays that they set up at the net. Just a lot of fun to watch. Hope you can see all of the action on our web stream. There's another point scored by the Red Devils. That makes it 23-21 on the Uinta Therapy scoreboard. And now a point goes to Natrona. So it's a 1-point game. 23-22. Natrona has the serve. 23-22. Would have gone long, I think, but a mental mistake by one of the Lady Red Devils. Touched the ball. That gives a tied-up score. 23-23 on the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard. Set number 3. Lady Red Devils have to win this set to stay in this match. They're down 2-0. And they put a point on the scoreboard. That's 24-23 in favor of the Red Devils on the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard. Allie Barker with the serve. Phillies control it. Set up a play. The Red Devils couldn't control that, so it ties back up at 24 apiece on the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard. Set number 3. Serve coming from the Phillies to the Red Devils. They control it and set up a play. Phillies drop it back in to a bare spot on the court on the Red Devil side of the floor. That's another point for the Phillies. It's now 25 for the Phillies, 24 for the Red Devils on the Uinta Physical Therapy scoreboard as the Phillies serve the Red Devils. They set up a play, put it back to the Phillies side of the court. Trying for the kill, but dug out by the Red Devils and put back over to the net to the Phillies. And that'll do it. That is match and set point for the Phillies. The final score in this set number 3 is 26-24. The Natrona Phillies, Natrona County High School Phillies, win in 3 sets in this third match of the 4A West Regional Volleyball Tournament here in Riverton, Wyoming. This is how it went down. Natrona County High School winning in three sets, 25-17, 25-17, and 27-24. That had to have been 26-24. I wrote that down wrong. 26-24 in that third set for the Phillies. So that means the Phillies will automatically be going to the state tournament coming up next weekend, as they picked up the number 3 seed on Saturday. They were going to go and play against Riverton tomorrow at noon here in Riverton. So the home team, the second seed, is Riverton. Now, Riverton defeated Natrona twice in regular season this year, and they ended up with identical records at the end of the year. And because Riverton had beaten Natrona twice in the regular season, Riverton got the number 2 seed, while Natrona came into this regional tournament as the number 3 seed. So it should be a very interesting matchup as Riverton takes on Natrona County Phillies coming up tomorrow at noon. And, of course, we'll be streaming that action for you right here at K-9radio.com, so be listening for that. In the meantime, what's up for the Evanston? Evanston will advance to play either the winner of Green River or Rock Springs. Now, they both lost earlier today, and they will play against each other at 6:30 tonight to see who will play the Evanston Red Devils. That game is scheduled for the first serve at 8:30 tonight. So we'll next be on the air at 6:30 with the Green River Rock Springs game. Then the winner of that game at 8:30 tonight will play these Evanston Lady Red Devils. So Evanston not out of it yet. Let's see, where are we at? Find where I'm at in my presentation and tell you that you're listening to a Big O Tires presentation of 4A Regional Volleyball Tournament action on K-9radio.com. We'll be back and wrap up this broadcast in just a moment.
Throughout our lives, there are times we may need skilled rehabilitation and nursing care or home health and hospice care. Rocky Mountain Care has been providing these services since 1990. Our skilled staff and specialized programs will meet your loved one's needs. Our staff is dedicated to a high-quality outcome for each of our patients and residents. When you or someone you love needs these professional services, think of Rocky Mountain Care. Simply the best care. www.rmcare.com.
Precious time cannot be recovered once lost, said the famous Jack Sparrow. Don't lose time driving extra miles when the dental services you need are available right here in Evanston. Do you need a root canal? Do you need your wisdom teeth pulled? Are you missing teeth or want a full and perfect smile? Do you need braces? All of these services are available from our specialists right here in Evanston. This is endodontist Les Walker, inviting you to join me and my associates. Call today to schedule an appointment at 307-789-5608. That's 307-789-5608. Save your precious time.
For over 100 years, Union Telephone has been providing phone service to small communities, places the big guys simply ignored. We were helping our neighbors stay connected to the rest of the country. Times have changed and technology has evolved. Union has been there the entire way. Today, we still keep people connected in more ways and places than ever before. Union Wireless, treating you like a neighbor, not a number.
Well, that is a final score now in the third match of this regional tournament as the Natrona County Phillies defeat the Evanston Lady Red Devils in the match in 3 sets, 25-17, 25-17, 26-24. So Natrona goes on to play tomorrow at noon. Evanston will play the winner of the Green River Rock Springs game at 8:30 tonight. Make sure you tune in and log on to catch all of that action as it happens right here on K-9radio.com. Let's see what else is going on. I'm pretty sure that we have the Red Devil football game underway. That should be on the air on 99.1 KNYN in Evanston, Wyoming. And it should be broadcast online at k-9radio.com. They should have their pregame going right now. I know Ryan is over in Rich County, Utah, and the Rich County Rebels having their final regular season football game tonight also. That game got underway at 4 o'clock with the kickoff, and that game is on KADQ radio at 98.3 in Evanston, Wyoming. That game started at 4 o'clock this afternoon. They should be well into action over in Rich County, Utah. They're taking on the Diamond Ranch Diamondbacks in their final game of the season, and they will advance into state playoff action next week. The Rich County Rebels will. And don't forget, coming up tonight, also at 98.3 on KADQ, as soon as the Rich Rebels are done with their football game, they'll move into the gym, and the Lady Rebels are going to have their final volleyball game of the season. That will happen also tonight, right after the football game on 98.3 and being broadcast and streamed online at kadqradio.com. So that's some of the action that's going on with Cook Brothers Broadcasting and Old West Media as we continue to not only broadcast radio sports, but also bringing you live streams of all of the Evanston High School and Rich High Rebel High School, the Rich County, Utah, the Rich High Rebels. So we followed all of them all through the state of Utah. We follow Evanston all through the state of Wyoming, and we video stream as well as bring you the live broadcast on the radio of all of the action that's going on. So, well, when are we on next? At 6:30. That means in about 45 minutes. So let's say in about a half hour, we're going to come back. We'll be live streaming the Rock Springs Lady Tigers going up against the Green River Lady Wolves in the fourth matchup, or the fourth match of this 4A West Regional Volleyball Tournament here in the state of Wyoming, being broadcast live from the Riverton High School Gymnasium in Riverton, Wyoming. This has been a sports production and sports broadcast of Old West Media Incorporated and Cook Brothers Broadcasting. No portion of this production can be used or rebroadcast for commercial usage without express written consent of Old West Media Incorporated. This has been the Wyoming 4A West Region Volleyball Action live from Riverton, Wyoming, a presentation of Big O Tires of Evanston. Old West Media Incorporated and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC, are proud to be able to have brought you this special event, made possible by our sponsors, including Cowboy Motor Company, Save a Horse, Buy from Cowboy, Big O Tires of Evanston, Uinta Bosie's #1 Education Center, Chad's Automotive, they can fix it, Uinta Physical Therapy, T-Bar S Body Shop and Techniglass, Mountain West Business Solutions, Castle Rock Chevrolet at CastleRockChevy.com, Bear River Dental, Wells Fargo Bank, Plains Pipeline LP of Evanston, Rocky Mountain Care, simply the best care, and by Wyoming Dental Specialties. The first serve of every set is being brought to you by Escalante's Boutique, Get Noticed, and the scoreboard by Mark Brinkerhoff of Uinta Physical Therapy. Find out how you can expose your business, your service, your products across the state of Wyoming and Utah in future broadcasts. You can email us to get information at knyn@k-9radio.com. Tell your friends they can catch an archived copy of this game at K-9, that's the number 9, k-9radio.com. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Join us again in about a half hour. We'll have the Rock Springs Tigers and the Green River Wolves live from the 4A West Region Volleyball Tournament in Riverton, Wyoming.